I'm raising my kids in China and not America for many reasons, but today I'm just going to tell you 5. I'm going to tell you some Chinese culture related to these reasons and also some aha moments that I've had living here. I'm Beers in China. I've been living in China for 6 years. I have 2 mixed kids and my husband is Chinese, so I'm not your regular expat here. Let's talk about it all. My first point is about family culture. America focuses on the individual and China focuses more on the group. Growing up in America, I used to think that isolation was empowering and I didn't need others to thrive. And it's not just me who feels that way. It's definitely our society as a whole. Look at how people have gravitated from the big cities to suburbs. We live very private lives and our sense of community is just gone. Some may say that we're doing fine, but I beg to differ. Look at America's drug problem. Look at how many homeless people there are. Look at school shootings. It's crazy that that's even a thing. And there is definitely a common denominator here, and it's mental health. Mental health suffers because of how isolated we have become. In China, it's a totally different story. Sometimes up to 4 generations can live together, supporting each other, talking, interacting, playing games, dancing, and more. People feel seen, supported, and loved. China doesn't face a lot of the big problems that we do in America. Okay, a big part is definitely government intervention, but an even bigger part is going to be the sense of family and community. And take, for example, the elderly. As you age, it is so important to stay around people. In America, the elderly are sent to old folks' home and usually just left there. No one goes to visit them. But in China, people stay with their families, they live with them, and also they have places where they gather, where they dance, where they talk, where they play games. As you age, it's so important to stay young mentally, and doing these kinds of things definitely helps that. Raising my kids in China will show them that, yes, they are important as an individual, but in a group, we bring strength to one another. Let me give you an example of just how important family is to Chinese people. Every single holiday, you cannot book tickets. Why? Because everybody goes home to see their families. In America, this is not the case. Maybe people will get together on Christmas, but every holiday is not happening. And next, religion. I've wanted to talk about this for a really long time because I'm from the south of the United States, which means religion is a super big deal. Since I was young, I have had religion pushed down my throat. I was told that if I don't follow the Bible, I'm a bad person, I'm a sinner, and I'm going to hell. When you're young and being told things like this, I think it's really, really dangerous because you feel peer pressure to believe something that you maybe would not have believed in if you didn't have these people telling you things like this. And also, it can delay you in finding yourself on your own journey in life. In China, if you want to be religious, you can be. There are churches, there are temples, and also there are mosques, like this one here, the Qianmen Mosque. People are good people here, but they don't need religion to do so. Religion is not a very big thing. This means that in China, my kids won't have religion pushed down their throats. They can decide who they want to be and not be influenced and thus confused. I will support my kids in whatever they want to be, whatever they want to believe. I feel like it's very important that they get the choice. Now let's move on to the cute stuff. This is something that many people do not know about Chinese people, and it's called 人情, which literally means human feelings or kindness. There's a saying in Chinese, if you give a person a drop of water, they will give you a bubbling spring back. To simplify this, it just means that if somebody gives you something, you should reciprocate that and give them something. I found out about 人情 from working at tons of Chinese companies. I'm a gift giver, I love to do it, so I would give my Chinese friends gifts, and then they would give me gifts and more gifts and more gifts. I was drowning in gifts. Now, I'm not living here because I want my kids to get more gifts. It's because I think that this act is rooted in empathy and kindness, and these are huge morals that I want my kids to have. For me personally, I feel like these exchanges have led to lifelong bonds. In America, these exchanges do happen, but I feel like they're more for short-term bonds and also business. So if you're in China and somebody gives you a gift, make sure to give them a bubbling spring back. What do you guys think about 人情? And my next point, China's attitude towards having kids is way better. After you give birth in America, you're lucky to have a few weeks off. You go back to work when you're still healing, still wounded, still in tons of pain, and give your literal just born baby to someone who's not their mama. In China, let me tell you all of the benefits that I got while I was working for a Chinese company. So while I was pregnant, every month I got paid time off to go to doctor's checks. When I got really big and pregnant, like towards the end of it, I got 2 paid days a month because the doctors wanted to see me more often. Okay, when I had the baby, I got 5 months off, all paid. And when I went back to work, I got off work an hour earlier because I had to go breastfeed my child. And also I was given time to pump at work. And in addition to my vacation days, I was given 5 paid days off just for family purposes. I feel so lucky and blessed to have had that time with my baby boy. And I know that if I want to have kids in the future in China, I will be very, very supported. And my last point is about healthcare. In China, I don't have healthcare right now, but even for a basic check, I'm only going to pay about $15 and I can book it on that same day. In America, the costs are going to be crazy, even with insurance. And also, you're going to have to wait such a long time to even be able to see a doctor. Also, if you get blood work done, you can get the results within a few hours. I recently just got blood work done. I got my results in about an hour. And it was sent directly to my phone. I even got a push saying like, hey, they're ready, you can check them now. In America, even with insurance, things are so expensive. Some people avoid medical care altogether because they don't want to go into debt. I've heard the argument that if healthcare became public in the States, the quality of service and care would go way down. But I've been living in China for 6 years and I've been going to the public hospitals. Yes, there are a lot of people, but that same day that I get sick, I get to go see a doctor, my problems get solved, and I know that the people that I'm seeing have a lot of expertise. They see a lot of people. I know that I can't show up and show them something they haven't already seen. I can rest easy knowing that if my kids get sick, they can see a doctor immediately and it won't break the bank. And that's all for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. And also, I hope you liked the view today. It is summertime in Beijing, which means it's 太热了. I am literally melting. It's like 102 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Oh my goodness, after this, I'm going to go inside and get something cold to drink. And also, I wanted to tell you guys, the last video, a bunch of you congratulated me on being pregnant. That footage was actually from a year ago, and I was pregnant with my daughter, Aaliyah, but I do want to be transparent with you guys. I did get pregnant again with my 3rd child, but I had a miscarriage, and that's why I disappeared for about a week. I just needed some time to myself and to cope with everything, but I'm back, and I'm so thankful for my health and for my 2 kids, and I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate all you guys so much. I will definitely make a short video in the future about my experience here in China because miscarriages are just a taboo subject and I don't want them to be. I think we should normalize it. And I don't know if you guys realize, but I just hit 50,000 on YouTube, which is insane. I appreciate all of you so much. And I'm also about to hit 100,000 on Xiaohongshu, which is insane to me. Thank you so much. I couldn't be where I am without you guys. Your support means everything to me. And if you're new here and you want to support this channel, please hit the subscribe button because it helps us keep doing what we're doing. And we have some really amazing and exciting content coming for you very soon. We have some travel plans. We can't wait to share it with you guys. All right, guys, until next time, B Rose out.